You're saying.
I ain't talking about nothing.
So it's the same thing that I've been saying the whole time. So bottom line,
you is factual evidence shows that you are a man or a woman.
Correct.
Now, your consciousness may say,
you done explained this for the 7th time.
Your consciousness may say, you're not getting it. I don't know how.
I am getting it.
Your consciousness may
but you ain't getting it from other people's perspective.
Cause
that's the whole point of the debate we having right now. Because you standing on what you feel and what you depict as facts, science, facts. That is a complete fact. Because science is empirical evidence.
So,
but me on the other hand, I could just want to be an asshole and not accept that.
As what, facts?
Correct. Just like 99% of these motherfuckers out here doing today.
Because of their consciousness.
So all I'm trying to, this is the whole caliber of the conversation. What I'm trying to get you to understand is just because you see it as a fact, as through science, through chromosomes, through DNA, whatever the case may be, regardless of how you see it, I can see it complete. I could be wrong as hell, but I can see it a completely different way.
So you can.
That's all I've been saying.
You can perceive a fact as a different way.
Why the fuck you think these people out here fighting for this shit?
Ain't no, nigga, that don't make no damn sense. How you gonna
tell it to them?
How the hell you gonna perceive a fact a different way?
Tell it to them. I just sat here and told you some of them going to get their birth certificates changed.
Man, yeah. I ain't even gonna say what the fuck I want to say, bro.
That has been the whole caliber of this conversation,
bro.
Period. Because you see something as a fact, evidence through science.
Example.
Somebody else don't necessarily have to see it like you.
Your history in archaeology and religion is based on facts, right? It's facts.
Empirical evidence.
As soon as you tell that shit to somebody else, they perceive it as not facts.
Yes. Every fucking day.
Okay, but it's still a fact.
You know why
it's still reality.
It is, but you know why? Because they faith,
they consciousness
is over that.
They consciousness.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time.
We agree then.
That's what I've been trying to tell you the whole time. So this whole fucking time, even though I got all these facts and shit, they still gonna go with some shit that they feel is true above that. Even though it ain't the truth.
It's the same bullshit.
That's all I'm trying to tell you.
Last hour.
That's all I'm trying to tell you. But you sitting here saying, nope, nope, it's the truth. And I'm like, no.
Okay, it's the same. It's the same
your
shit
truth.
when you be debating with them niggas, right?
This
is the truth. This a fact. This is facts.
I don't even debate with their ass when it comes to that shit no more.
Because you know it's facts.
I don't even have to fuss with them no more.
All right, good.
Even with the facts in my hand, it's no point.
Oh, I'm doing the intro. Like, what's going on?
I don't know, man. What's up, everyone? Y'all know what it is. You know it's your boy CJ Everson back with another one. Welcome back to the Jewish Skeptic.
What up, y'all? Back in this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah, shout out to my boy LB, man. This fresh ass hoodie, dog. I mean, yeah, I'm going to be trolling like a mug, but you know what it is. You know.
Fake, bro.
Yeah. It's fine. It's going to be, a few people going to be mad about it, but y'all will be all right. I swear you will. But if y'all looking for this hoodie, he got them in all different kind of colors and everything, so just hit me up, and I'll get you in contact with him or whatnot, and get you one.
I mean,
Whatnot.
shit. Speaking about merch, we got some ideas working in the mix. So, we plan on coming out with our own merch soon. So, y'all stay tuned for that. In the lab cooking.
Y'all let us know if y'all want us to do shirts, hoodies, or whatever the case may be.
Long
I
sleeve.
think we thinking about shirts and hoodies, but we're gonna get all that figured out.
Hats.
Them hats is just, I don't know, man. That's a different animal.
What, they too much?
No, they don't sell as easy as a shirt and a hoodie do. So
Yeah.
they got to be just right, for a hat. We just really on here bullshitting, y'all. I guess that's what you can call it. It may be one of those things where a bullshit episode
We
actually.
ain't talking about shit.
Well, we ain't talking about shit actually turn into something fire or whatnot. So, I think he might have some questions or some topics or something like that. But
Yeah, I do. I wanted to get into morality.
okay,
Do you believe? Well, the question is morality?
are you asking me this or just
You might want to put it on the screen.
it's just a conversation? Or
Yeah,
like, what are we
conversation.
doing?
Conversation started.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if you want to put it on the screen or whatever.
No, it's all good.
Is morality universal or invented? I believe it's universal.
What you mean by universal?
Well,
Let me
both.
ask
It
you
could be
that.
both.
Because I was going to say it could be both.
Yeah, it could be both. It says, is it right or wrong? Is right and wrong real or social constructs? And why different cultures justify different actions?
That's what it means. That's what you mean by universal?
Mm-hmm.
Say that again now.
So it says, are right and wrong real or social constructs? Or why different cultures justify different actions?
It's not universal. If cultures can have different aspects of what morality is from a psychological standpoint, it can't be both. So I'm gonna have to go back on what I initially said by it being both.
Mm-hmm.
If that's what you're reading is like the philosophical definition. I don't know what definition you're reading. I don't know if
It's not a definition. It's just a question under the question.
Okay, so it's more like details into the
Yeah.
question. Okay, gotcha. From a cultural standpoint, morality is way different. I mean, because you see it today. Different cultures have different morality. I mean, a Muslim will blow you the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But
Pause. Don't take that out of context.
don't take that out. Don't take it because I know y'all getting y'all feelings and shit. But
Don't take that out of context.
Anybody will blow you the fuck up. I mean, don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying it. In today, it seems like the Muslims they have a higher percentage of the ones that really do something like that. So that's why I use that as an example.
Mm-hmm.
But going back, it's like that because of cultures. And we know cultures are embedded on different rituals. They're embedded on different mythologies and so forth. So people see things completely different when it comes to that. Now, as far you said universal, and what was the other thing you said? Invented. Yes, as far as being invented, I think the longer we are here as human beings, we intend to invent more things that are combined with morality. And I'll go a little bit into detail when I say that, because y'all might not understand what I'm saying. 6,000 years ago, people thought child sacrifice was cool. I just said 6,000 years ago, probably shorter than that. But I'm just using that as an example.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't want to throw no nations or anything, out there, according to ancient history. But we know a lot of civilizations back in the day took pride in child sacrifice. Now, we in 2026. If you tried to sacrifice a child, then your ass going to jail. So what I'm saying is, over time, we have invented morality to grow and evolve to where it is now. So essentially, it's invented also to me.
But
And I'm speaking on a philosophical standpoint.
Yeah. But isn't that just within when like a social construct when it changes?
Yes.
When time changes?
Yeah. Okay. Time change, people evolve, things evolve, morality changes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm pretty sure back in the day it was people that didn't agree with child sacrifices and stuff, but they didn't really speak up on it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't know what, but there's so much more to morality than just that, though. Like, not to get deterred or anything like that, but morality is. Well, let me ask you this: what is what without the phone? When you think of morality, what do you think of?
What, as a person, what? Damn, how can I work this?
What do you think morality is, like, from a tradition standpoint?
Your standards as a person.
Correct.
What you view as right and wrong.
Because people see morality different. People see it from a traditional standpoint. People see it from a philosophical standpoint. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different ways people actually comprehend morality. Because if you ask me, and not to answer your question, but if you ask me, when you talk about morality, I'm not going to use tradition, because tradition says that you can think something and your morality is bad. But from a philosophical standpoint, or understanding how thoughts work, I could argue and rebuttal with that and say, my thoughts are not a crime. You see what I'm saying?
It's my actions.
Yeah, it's like the conversation we had the other night. It's more of the action. So when I ask you about morality, that's what I'm asking you. Like, when you think of morality, what do you think? Good and evil? Because if you think good and evil, that's traditional. That's
I don't think
belief.
I don't think good and evil, but it's more of like I don't know, cause I can't sit here and say like, let's say like a child predator, right? They think it, but they act on it, right? And we know that's bad, but that's outside of tradition. But from a standpoint, you're saying it might not be bad to them. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So that's why I said it as whatever you feel like is good and bad to you, not necessarily good and evil, if that makes sense. Like, oh, that person's just evil, that's why he wanted to do it. But it's just more of like his brain is processing a different way than how our brains are processing.
Maybe I can answer a little in deeper for you. The way I understand you to be saying it is if your action causes any interference with the consciousness of another human being, that's considered bad. That's what I think morality is. If my actions does something that causes someone else of humanity any harm, feeling any type of way, anything like that, that to me is bad morals. It's bad morality. But there's also good morality too.
Yes.
You know, so am I summing that up at what you saying?
Yes,
Or
yes. You.
oh, okay.
Yes, you're explaining what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Because I know I can't talk for shit.
It's not that you can't talk. I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what I'm saying. Like what you just said.
Okay, so to you, that's what morality is.
Yes.
Okay, so pretty much anything that you can do from a right or wrong standpoint that has an action, not a thought,
The action.
that can cause humanity grief or
Like
good.
for instance, let's say Aspen. You know who that is?
Who?
Aspen. It's a
Hell
rapper.
no.
It's a rapper. Anyways,
Hell no.
allegedly there's a video of her spanking her dog or whatever on camera. Now, to her, she probably felt like she didn't do nothing wrong. But other people, because they was hurt and they felt some type of way, they felt like she did something wrong. You see what I'm saying? The morality's different.
Well, true in essence. I mean, your definition, if you sticking to it, she did do something wrong. Even though people don't like it.
Who's not really? Because I could say I don't think she wrong.
She spanked the dog and she did harm to a dog, right? Am I getting
I don't know what she did. I don't know. It was
Okay.
off camera. So
If she did any harm to a dog, don't matter if it was logically by spanking or trying to teach it a lesson or anything like that, that is subject to a bad moral because there was an action that she took something out on. Now, she would have thought it if she would have just said to us, "No, I need to whoop this dog's ass," and then she didn't take no action on it, then ain't nothing wrong with that.
But do you understand what I'm saying though?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I also understand that people's consciousness is processed different too. And that's a whole nother conversation if you want to get into that. But
Well, let's go ahead and get into it then. What do you feel like reality is? What's your definition of reality? And then if consciousness wasn't here, what is reality? What would reality be without consciousness?
there's multiple different definitions of reality.
Okay.
Since we talking about a conscious standpoint, reality is how you process something in your mind and collectively come to realization. Because from that standpoint, we could look at things totally different because our conscious process something totally different.
Well,
But
we
you
can process reality different
correct.
through consciousness.
Correct. By your own, yeah, because we know everybody's consciousness is different.
But
Everybody's
reality is
mind
still
don't
reality.
process the same. But the reality does not stay the same.
What you mean?
It don't stay the same because you can depict something and I can depict something. And say, for instance, if you depict it and you say it's green and I depict it and say it's red, but in reality, to me, it's red. In reality, it's green to you. How is it reality?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I get what you saying.
Because I can think a certain way and process a certain thought on something, and to me, it could be reality. See, I used to think like that too. Like reality is just what it is, like male and female. I'll give you a prime example.
Shit, that is reality. Fuck you mean?
No, it's not.
How that?
From different aspects. And I went and studied this shit. And y'all probably gonna kick my ass for saying this shit on camera. But I have a deeper understanding of how transgenderism and all that stuff pans out the way it does now. Yeah, you shaking your head. No.
I don't understand that shit.
Cause you never took the time
I don't want to learn about
to understand it. But the conversation we just had earlier leads up to that. It's all on how somebody processes how they consciousness process something.
So you telling me they in their mind processing that they a girl when they really a man?
Yes.
I'm looking at them right now and I'm like, nah, nigga, you is a man.
Yes.
What?
Yes. And once you study it and you understand it, you'll understand where I'm coming from. Yes.
So then what is reality then?
It's whatever you depict in your mind from your consciousness as what's real and what's not real.
I don't know. I think
so that birth certificate can say M for male, but in their mind and the way they live, they can be a female. Their reality is they're a female.
So is reality not what is truth?
Now you speaking on like some different like dimensional like some different type of shit that I know exists.
Cause I'm trying to.
It's like the single project we talked about. You could take a laser pointer and point it at a board or anything in front of it without a hole in it, and it's gonna give you
one beam.
One beam. But as soon as you poke one single hole in it and shoot that laser through that hole, on the back side of it, you're gonna get a different display. But the reality is we got this single pointer in our hand and we know we got one beam going into that board. But on the back side, you might have 3 or 4 little red dots and some distortion in there. So which one is reality? See what I'm saying?
I get you.
So it's all in how your mind processes it. Because I can process it and say, that beam is coming out on the back side of that board and the 3 dots is reality. And you can process it and say, no, that one single beam is reality.
I don't know about that one, man. I feel like reality is just reality. Consciousness.
It depends on how you look at the meaning and definition of reality. I just told you there's different definitions of reality and different genres of mental ideas. You got reality in astrophysics. You got reality in physics. You got reality in psychology. You got reality in tradition. You got it's so many different versions of reality. So it's all in how you depict it. So you can't really say your reality is really reality. You can't.
But then that goes back to that story you told me. Well, it's not really a story. It's just an example, really. Like the dude driving in the car, and the dude yelled pig, and he think he was calling him a pig, but it's really some pigs in the damn road.
Right. It was really
So
some.
what is reality
It
then?
was really some pigs in the road, wasn't it?
So what is reality then? Because his reality was, I'm letting you know it's from motherfucking pigs over here.
Right,
But your reality is, I'm calling you a pig.
right.
But the reality is, there's actual pigs in
your
the
ass
road.
ran into the pigs. Exactly.
So, what aspect is that then? Like,
Somebody was right and somebody was wrong.
so I don't know, man. I guess
Because
it's
even
just,
though that dude hit them pigs, he could still go to his grave saying he was calling me a pig in his mind.
fuck no, nigga, you ran into some pigs.
I mean, hey man,
You ran into some pigs, bro.
that's how psychology work, bro.
How you feel about? I don't know, man. Me personally, and it's no shade to LGBTQ plus. I was finna say alphabet.
I would give you a plaque for even I don't even know how to say it.
Listen, I don't have a problem with you motherfuckers, but my only issue is you try to force your narrative onto other people.
But you gotta understand why they doing that.
For what?
Because
Control?
legally, not legally, but ultimately in their mind, what you see is what they are, regardless of what a piece of paper say about them.
But guess what?
Everybody don't process consciousness and reality the same way.
Just
We
because
just said that.
I got you, cuz. But just because your motherfucking consciousness, just because you believe that shit, don't mean I gotta believe that shit.
You can't.
So
be
that's
mad
you
about
forcing your fucking reality onto me.
that. You can't be mad about that though.
So if a trans nigga came in this house right now, it was like, nigga, you finna call me he, and it's a she. Nigga, you gonna call him he?
Whatever pronouns they go by.
Fuck that.
All because my morals says I'm not going to do something or put an action out that is going to cause someone to feel a certain type of way. That's why I scream this all the time.
You don't want to disrespect
Atheists have more morals than religious people, period. Because religious people are judgmental, which kind of falls under what you just said. So if a man came in here right now, he really was a man, but said you had to call him a girl, you ain't gonna call him a girl. I'm gonna call them whatever they want to be called. Now, 5 months ago, I probably wouldn't have said that because I was more on the conservative side, but I didn't understand stuff the way I understand stuff now and the way I see things, especially from a psychology standpoint. That's what studying psychology has done to me. It has opened up a different avenue on the way I think.
them.
So I'm not gonna be mad at them for that.
Who's to say I was getting mad though?
But seemed like you was getting work. If a dude came in here right now,
Nah, it's not. Listen, man. Like again, I don't have a problem, but my issue is delusion. Don't sit
that's
here
delusion to you though. That's what I'm
because
saying.
it's reality.
That's your reality.
Man, okay.
I'm just
Now
saying.
that don't mean I'm gonna go out my way and disrespect somebody because I don't agree with it. That's not what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying? I don't know.
That's just your reality, man, and how you look at it.
At the end of the day, it's some truth.
Yeah, but
It ain't
think about
truth.
now.
Ain't no truth.
Now
Truth.
think about this. If you're a moral human being, like you said you was, and your definition of moral was, and this situation that you just gave actually happened, this person is upset all because of a word that you can just completely diffuse the problem with if you just call them by their correct pronoun. who has the more or less morality. So you feel like you standing
So
on business for
just cause I call you what you want to be called, I'm good. I'm good morally as a person.
yeah, because you're not conflicting a action that is going to do any harm to anyone, make anyone upset, hurt somebody's feelings. It ain't just killing somebody or SAing somebody or something like that. It's all the way across the board when it comes to morals.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, me as a moral person, if it's really a man and he want to be called a girl, and he addressed that he want to be called a female, I'm gonna address him as a female. Now 6 months ago I would have said, hell no, you a dude. But I was standing on that conservative standpoint when it came to that because I understood reality from my perspective and my perspective only. Then I started tampering into more things and start understanding how these people actually think and how they see things. And everybody processes their conscience different.
I get that.
So
I ain't saying you wrong about that.
everybody's conscience is different.
Everybody do process conscious different. But like I said, it gotta be a truth somewhere.
Yeah, it do. It do. But what it come down to is who's truth right. Yeah, traditionally, yeah. If your birth certificate say male, you're a male. There's nothing you can do about it.
Can't change that shit.
You
No matter
can't.
how much
Traditionally, you can't
surgery,
change it.
makeup you put on, nigga, your genetic makeup is a man. You is a male, cuz. You got male gametes, how you say that shit?
Yeah, well, like I said, traditionally, that's the way it is.
Your ass is a man.
Ain't nothing you can do about that.
Alright. So this kind of goes into purpose. Like,
Uh-oh.
does life need meaning to be worth living?
No. No, not to me. We're getting back on that whole definition of purpose and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, traditionally, purpose means something that was made for you, indefinite. It's your purpose to be a preacher, or it was, my calling for me to go do something, or my purpose to go talk to these people. Yeah, that's traditionally. Yeah, but I don't believe in that. So when I hear purpose, I hear purpose. There is something you must serve. It's like when we talked about this a long time ago. The purpose of a cup is to pour a liquid out of it.
And drink out of.
And yeah, to drink out of.
Yeah.
So that cup serves his purpose.
Yeah.
So when you take that same definition and you apply it to humans, there is no purpose for humans. Period. Some of y'all theists out there say, well, God put us here for, that's a purpose. I don't want to go down that road.
Yeah,
but life has no purpose in my ideology.
I agree to that, but I feel like purpose isn't an actual thing, like as in like, oh, God put you here for a purpose. Oh, you're here for a purpose or whatever. I think it's just like you said, life. Life is life. You see what I'm saying? So, like, let's say in the
So
wilderness.
you feel like it's a purpose in life? Let me ask you that.
No.
Okay.
Like not as in like you were put here to do something, like tradition says. More of like,
Okay.
okay, like for instance, wolves or lions. You know, the women they go hunt. Wolves, if you fuck with bears, you fuck with their cubs, they gon'
It's pretty much any species, but yeah.
exactly. That's what I think purpose is.
Okay, so it's you think purpose is tied to like a gender? Is what you're saying?
No,
So like the male's supposed to do something and the female's supposed to do something.
not necessarily no.
I'm
But I'm just
trying
saying
to
as
gain
far
clarity to what you're
I'm
saying.
saying as far as like when your life go on and you start going like when you going out through life, you have different stuff to acknowledge or worry about, I should say. So not
Different
saying
stuff. You mean like responsibilities?
yes.
Okay,
So not
but
necessarily saying okay, you was put here like what they say in the Bible, you was put here to look over the earth,
yeah, that's
watch the
tradition.
earth.
That's traditional purpose.
That I don't
Yes,
believe in that.
I don't either. That's why. That's why humans don't have a purpose. You gonna get me on
I
a whole
think
nother tangent.
I think
We're stardust, cuz.
I think our purpose is life. Our purpose is to reproduce. That's my aspect.
That's a
of
bar. That's low key a bar right there.
it. That's my aspect of it.
That's
Our purpose is to reproduce.
that's a bar. Just because that's what life is.
Yeah, that's what life is.
That's exactly what life
And
is.
you protecting your family, don't matter if it's girl, I mean man or woman. Cause it's gonna be on both sides. You fuck with the child, the mama gonna go off. You fuck with the child, the dad gonna go off. That go for any species. So that's what I say. As you go throughout life, you take on more responsibilities. Not as oh well, your life, you was meant to be a fucking preacher because God said so.
Yeah. I ain't even got to get into that. I got the hoodie on, bro.
Jesus fake, bruh.
I got the hoodie on,
Make some
bro.
niggas mad with that shit.
That'll be all
It's
right.
funny because
That'll be all right.
it's like I know people aren't open-minded how we are. To where
Yeah.
when people hit you with that shit, with that God shit, you can't speak out and talk about how you want to because one, they gonna look at you funny.
Yep.
And two, they ain't gonna understand half of the shit you saying.
It ain't that they can't. It's just
They don't want to.
their dogma and their indoctrination has them so locked in, they go straight into defense mode.
Because that's all they know.
That's all they know. And see, if you got rid of that, now I'm finna talk shit now.
So,
If you got rid of that,
Go ahead.
y'all would actually have to come up with a personality.
Yeah.
Because everything that you live, your life right now, is based upon scripture. If you got rid of that, you wouldn't even know who you were. They got you so indoctrinated, you don't even know who you are.
$1 million question. Who are you?
Most people won't do nothing but give you a name. That's it.
Fuck all that. Take your religion out. Take your name out. All of that. Who are you?
They can't tell
As
you.
a person.
They can't tell you.
Oh, I'm a student. Really, nigga? So then, this leads me to this question then. Why humans believe things even when proven wrong?
Doctrination, dogma, fear, and they're just not knowledgeable enough. Ignorance I could go into each one of those, but I
feel like we already
I
talked
don't
about this
I
one.
don't want to. I gotta flip this hourglass on you because I'll be in this motherfucker all damn
Man,
night.
well, I thought we weren't gonna be in here long.
Well, you know how I get.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, man. I've been doing some thinking, man. I just feel like if there really was a God, bro, like you say, prove it. Prove it, bro.
Yeah, it's
At the end of the day, when you go back in history and you look at the shit, it speaks for itself. Let me say that.
yeah. I mean, depending on how far
Every goddamn thing has been twisted and turned a certain way, and
yeah,
ooh, boy.
it has. And I ain't finna get on
Yeah,
my
we not finna get
God
on that
tangent or
today.
nothing like that. But if y'all knew a lot of the stuff that we've uncovered within the last 3 to 5 years of just studying what we've studied, you'd know why we cling to it like we do. The biggest reason is this shit pretty much, that's the first cuss word I done dropped this whole episode.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I was supposed to.
This pretty much, it influences you every day and you guys don't even think about it. Your kids when they in school and they saying the Pledge of Allegiance, you know what I'm saying? Under God, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bigger than what y'all think it is. It really is. And they have, and I'm not going to call out the culprits and nothing like that, but they have made it to where it is just second nature. I mean, first and second nature to y'all. And when you hear something outside of it, you automatically ready to fight. You're ready to go into defense mode. Just like half of y'all, when the episode came on and y'all saw this hoodie, y'all probably clicked off.
Uncomfortable truth.
It's the uncomfortable truth. It is. Now, don't want to go on this tangent, but Jesus fake, bruh. I got the hoodie on, and I'll tell you, and I'll give you a logical reason why I got this hoodie on. I've said on previous other podcasts that we all know that Jesus was a historical figure. We know this, okay? But tons of people in that area had the name Jesus around that time. It was a very popular name. Okay? So, we don't, when we say Jesus fake, bruh, we're not saying that this guy didn't exist by the name of Jesus that got executed. We know historically that is true. We have that in Roman documents. But when y'all started talking about
The story different.
the resurrection
Yeah.
and all of that, and you can fact check this 1,000 different ways, there's no evidence of a resurrection, period, outside of tradition. And when I say that, I mean the Bible. Y'all like to use Google and Chat GPT or whatever.
AI.
No biblical scholar will show you or tell you that there's any evidence that supports the resurrection of a man in first century CE or AD, whatever you want to call it. And we know dang well we were able, more than able, to write and document things back then. So if you had something so magical happen, why wasn't it not documented? It was only documented in the Bible. A logic should make you question some things. I'm just saying. So, to me, the story of Jesus and the resurrection, Jesus fake, bruh. Period. I don't care how many of y'all get mad and how many of you say there is evidence of Jesus. Share it. We want evidence of the resurrection outside of Scripture. You can't say Josephus. You can't say Tacitus, or however you want to say his name. You can't use none of those Roman sources because, one, those sources never mention a resurrection. They just say there was a guy by the name of Jesus or Christos that these people followed or whatnot, and he was crucified for his troubles in Jerusalem, in the Roman Empire. We have we have that. Nobody speaks of this man getting up and walking after he was crucified. Period. Do we have data on him being crucified on a guy by the name of Jesus? Well, actually the name is Yeshua ben Joseph. That's the real name. They don't want to talk about that though. Yeshua ben Joseph was the name. He was crucified for what he did, for his troubles, for starting a riot in Jerusalem on the Passover. The Jews wanted him dead for blasphemy, and the Romans killed him for kingmanship. We know this. That's true. Mm-hmm. But that little fairy tale, y'all got out there about a man got up and rose. Man, come on. Man, you're an adult.
Really, nigga?
Stop believing in them fairy tales. You're an adult. Grow up. You don't believe in Santa Claus, do you? You don't believe in Spider-Man and Harry Potter, do you? Okay. Same thing. No one cares because it's in a book that you call your sacred scriptures, because that's not evidence neither. That is the claim. Mm-hmm. Give us some evidence and we'll shut up. And I'm talking about some firm evidence. Give me something from a historian or something that says this man got up and walked after being dead for 3 days. And he walked on water and all the miracles and stuff, man. All right. I ain't finna get on the tangent, but you got justification on why I proudly got this damn hoodie on that says that Jesus fake, bruh.
Jesus fake, bruh.
So, I still love y'all, though. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at the evidence. What else you got?
Do you think we really have free will?
No. We don't. There's no such thing as free will.
What makes you say that?
From my from my mental standpoint, there's no such thing, because I think about free will on two different factors. I think about it from a neurology standpoint, and I think about it from a philosophical standpoint.
Okay.
Now,
excuse me, y'all.
For all y'all tradition believers, y'all believe that your God gives you free will and all this kind of stuff, which is kind of absurd, because if your God is all knowing and all powerful, then there's really no such thing as free will to y'all anyway, because your God knows you're going to do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's from a tradition standpoint. I don't know about you, but I'm far as hell away from that. I don't care about that. Free will doesn't belong to a deity that watches and judges your soul in eternal salvation, eternal punishment, or eternal triumph to me.
So what's your
That's a
aspect?
fairy tale. My aspect of free will is, from a neurological standpoint, you have neurons that talk to your nervous system, and it works off of reaction, what you've experienced, and how you've made decisions in the past and present, actually. We have study from neurologists and data. They did a test, and the way they did the test was they had 50 people reach out and grab a doorknob within 5 seconds. So what they done was they had all this stuff hooked up to them, right? And once they got to like the 20th person, the signals the signals got different. And the people that got farther down the line, you could already see that the neurons was processing to the nervous system for them to reach out and grab the knob. You see what I'm saying? Because they knew that's what they had to do.
Yeah.
So their conscious had already processed it. You see what I'm saying? So that tells you, if the brain works that way, that free will essentially works off of past and present experiences. So you made that decision based off of
Your experience.
your experience, which
Or your knowledge.
yes, and the way you've interacted with your consciousness in life, in your experience. Correct.
Okay. So
That's what tells you what to do. Like right now, you probably feel your head itching, right?
yeah.
Well, okay. Past experience, you learn to scratch, right?
Yeah.
Well then,
So is it habits? You
not
picking
really.
up on
No,
habits?
it's not really. Habits has a lot to do with how it's processed. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's no such thing as free will to me, because the brain has a system that it works with that's gonna tell the body what to do. That's not free will.
Okay. So if we don't have free will, why do we judge people then?
Because of tradition. Judgment only comes from tradition. Judgment does not come from nowhere else but tradition,
Okay.
in my opinion. Because when you judge something, you judge it's either good or evil, or good or bad, or however you want to look at it, right? We just talked about that. Because tradition says the thought is bad. Ain't that one of the 10 commandments? Thou shalt not covet. That's like desire, right? You shouldn't want what your neighbor got. That's a thought, not an action that you followed on. It's a thought, though, right? That's a crime in tradition.
Sin, water won't go.
But from a philosophical standpoint, I can look at my neighbor and he can have a hot ass wife, and I could want to bone his wife and have the thought. Ain't nothing wrong with the thought. Even though y'all might be judgmental and say that the thought is bad. Well, that's because you stuck on your tradition. The thought is not the problem. The action is what's the problem. Now, if you go over there and actually do something and have sex with a man's wife, then that becomes a problem.
Here we go. Yeah. What was you saying the other day before we got off the cast that one day? You asked a question. I can't remember.
I forgot. We have to go back and look at it. Oh no, it was kind of like what we were just talking about. So as we was getting off the podcast, I was talking about how morality. I think if I can remember right, we ended it with we was gonna talk about morality and we was gonna talk about thoughts versus actions and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I got something for you on the next one.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but at
I
least
think
that's
it was
what
something about. You said something about
Rio.
real, like REAL, like real. I can't remember what the fuck you were saying.
I don't know. We'll go back and look at it and
Yeah.
catch it on the next episode.
Let me see.
So from what I just got from that, so you seem to process things by good and bad from a traditional standpoint.
No, not really.
Okay.
I process
Because you was
things.
asking about judgment and all that kind of stuff.
I process things.
I mean, you process it how you want to.
I mean, ain't that what you said? We all process shit different.
We do.
We all process reality different.
Yeah, we do.
I just feel like I think you have reality, which is truth or factual.
When you say truth, you mean the truth or your truth?
Well, facts. Factuals.
Actual empirical evidence when you say facts.
Yes.
Okay.
Then truth, which truth can be truth can seem different to a lot of different people.
Correct.
And within that, I don't believe in good and evil. I don't think there's nothing out there that's saying make you evil or you're just an evil person. Like we saying, it's not the thought, it's the action.
Right. Okay.
Because
So you don't believe
reality,
in the little red man?
huh?
You don't believe in the little red man?
Fuck no.
Okay. All right.
No, I don't believe in a red man.
All right. Good.
But what was I saying? Yeah, because reality is the factual is that you went and fucked that nigga wife. I'm sorry, I'm cussing too much. You went and slept with his wife.
Yeah.
But morality, your truth may be, I ain't did nothing wrong. I'm a man. I got instinct. I just
Correct.
acted on my instinct.
Correct.
And the husband's morality or truth could be, nah, you dead ass wrong.
If that happened, some need to, from a moral standpoint, you done something to harm someone. Something need to be done to you. You need to go to jail or whatever. If you ask me. Now, am I gonna judge him off of that? No. But Scripture will, and it'll tell you you'll be saved for anything as long as you repent, because you're judging.
The thing
You
about
wouldn't have
that,
to repent if you wasn't being judged.
true, but the thing about that is, ain't nobody coming to save you.
He's finna go back on that Jesus stuff, bro. Let him have it.
Ain't nobody coming to save Jesus or they so-called God.
They believe that, man. I mean, I just let them have it at this point. People gonna die believing in fairy tales, man.
I guess so. I just won't believe in it.
I'm just gonna do my best on this show to explain to the people that have questions on what's out there. And if you pick up a book and you really want to know what's out there, I ain't got all the answers to what's out there. But trust me, I was a Christian for almost 40 years. Every question that you probably can think of, I've researched. I've done it. Where did faith come from? What is faith? What is the devil? Where did Satan come from? Where did God come from? What about Jesus? What about the prophets? How did the Bible get written? Who wrote the Bible? The characters in the Bible. So, understanding how the different interpretation of the scripture are between the different religions. So I know how Islam interprets it, how Jews look at it, and how Christians look at it. Like, I went and studied all 3 Abrahamic faiths. I got every book on the shelf right there. Y'all probably see them all the time. So we have a logical understanding of a lot of shit when it comes to, we didn't just become atheists. And I'm only saying that because I feel like some of the stuff I done heard you say, I feel like you might be on board of atheists too, but I could be wrong. That's just me. That's me being judgmental. Making an assumption.
I don't like I said. I went and did the due diligence of searching myself, and I don't.
And just so y'all don't know, he called himself trying to fact check me a few times too.
Who?
You did. When I
was studying, this
when I
nigga
was
got
studying,
me,
bro, he was he fact checked me a few times.
When?
But you know what? Like that's what made me bite down and make sure that everything I was getting was truth. That's why cause when I first started, I was on that Hebrew roots, and that was my narrative. Like,
nigga was a Hebrew Israelite.
I thought I was yeah, pretty much. I thought it was a Hebrew Israelite, pretty much. Like, was right there. Like, then I just started uncovering more shit, and I'm like, man, even that shit ain't real. And then once I found out the background of them damn Israelites and where they came up with all their rituals and how they, man, shit. And then I started getting into it, like, start learning about the rituals and shit. Man, I left that shit alone, bro. You know, them people was doing some weird shit.
Back then, hell yeah.
They was doing some weird shit, bro. And it's the same God, y'all. I don't even know where the camera at. Oh, it's on you.
It's on me.
Man, and this is the same God y'all praising now. And y'all, they gonna kill me for this. They coming to knock on the front door, but I'm gonna do it. And y'all sit here and y'all wonder why these secret societies out here take advantage of y'all like they do. They ain't doing nothing but following what they God, what Yahweh telling them to do. Y'all do realize that Yahweh was a war god, right? He was a storm god. Why y'all thinking so many blood battles and so many fights and stuff in the Old Testament? Go look at the arcane remnants of the Bible, the actual the books that were written first, not when they completed them, but when they first started writing the books. You will see that this guy, that Yahweh, this God that y'all worship, YHWH, Yahoo, or whatever y'all want to call him, y'all will see that he was a war tribal god. And everything these secret societies and stuff is doing today, they're practicing rituals off of what they got from the ancient Israelites, from their theophany and their Merkabah mysticism and their Kabbalah and all these different types of form of esoteric mysticism that came from Yahwehism from back in the day.
So is that why Nicki Minaj, you seen that shit she tweeted?
No, I don't pay attention to that shit. But I'm just
Bro,
trying to get y'all. Not
she said,
you finna get me deterred on my
yeah,
thought
nah,
here,
you good. My fault.
but and say that for later. But a lot of people don't understand like why these secret societies and stuff, why they require blood sacrifices,
Mm-hmm.
why they Epstein files, all this stuff you hearing about these kids and all this kind of stuff. Don't y'all not know that in Jewish history it was okay for men to get girls at the age of 12 years old in one day? Once a girl was 12 years old and 1 day old, a man could do whatever the fuck he wanted to with them. That is the same shit they following now. Human trafficking, moving these kids and shit around, doing like all the shit coming up in the Epstein files where these people got these kids and having sex with these kids and stuff. That's the same shit they did back then. What did their God tell them to do? Go over there and kill them, take the land, kill the kids, do all that shit. Them same people that worship all those esoteric, that mysticism and stuff that came from Middle East,
Mm-hmm.
people still practice that shit today.
Yeah.
Like today when you was talking about the thing with Ball and how they said the shit was in the Epstein files and how he had an account name Ball and all that kind of stuff, and I kind of like I didn't really correct it, but I'm just saying like that's how you see people, they be reaching for stuff,
Yeah.
like not understanding that the origin of the word Ball just means Lord, Master in Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it means.
Mm-hmm.
But Baal was a Canaanite god.
But he wasn't a devil.
But he wasn't the devil. He was a storm war god. Then Yahweh comes on the scene. And guess what? You got these people that saying this is their storm war god, and you got these people saying this is their storm war god. Yahweh won. Then guess what? When they started writing the Bible, they made Baal seem like the bad god.
Mm-hmm.
Because of what they had went through in history dealing with Baal as a god before they even accepted Yahweh as their main deity, as the second monotheism religion in history. Zoroastrianism had it first.
Mm-hmm.
So like y'all gotta wake up and understand what these people are actually out here doing to y'all, man. This ain't no conspiracy shit. This shit is real. When you start dealing with elites and the Skull and Bone Society and the Illuminati and all that type of shit, man, y'all, a lot of that shit y'all be putting out is conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be reaching,
Y'all playing a
but
dangerous game.
but y'all playing a dangerous game.
The motherfuckers don't play, they'll kill your ass.
Y'all playing a dangerous game when it comes to that shit. Y'all better leave that shit alone. And the only reason they ain't fucking with y'all is because y'all ain't got enough money to be on their radar. If your ass, if you start talking a little bit too much and they find out, they coming to get you. So y'all better understand where all this stuff came from, man. Y'all want to try to make everything be satanic and demonic and all that kind of stuff. Man, if y'all really knew the truth, you know that Yahweh was originally the evil God. He was. The Jewish theologians had to write in the devil because they had to find something else to put the evil on. 586 BCE, that happened around the Babylonian exile. Then Persia came in, and then the Jews were freed out of the Persian exile, and they went back to Jerusalem. That's when they started writing all that crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wasn't no devil before then. Go back and read your Bible.
Yeah.
I ain't even want to turn this into one of those type of episodes, man. I really didn't, but
But
This
go ahead, my fault.
no, I'm just saying this stuff interferes a lot more deeply than you guys think, bro. And they got y'all. Like they got y'all hemmed up in y'all's indoctrination. In they indoctrination. Y'all better wake up, man. Death is a part of life. Go ahead, fire away, champ.
No, but to piggyback off what you said though, Nicki Minaj was going off a lot on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, about Jay-Z. Because, Jay-Z apparently in the files too.
Okay.
And she was saying, like, about the child sacrifice and the secret societies and shit too. She started speaking out on that shit.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, niggas saying they coming to get her. I don't know. That shit was
Nicki
wild.
better sit her ass down because she already knows she was a puppet for many years. So now because you're on the Trump train, you want to look. I like you, Nicki Minaj. Don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but you can't jump ship with them people. You go to messing with them people, they will blackball your ass. You won't have no more album sales, sweetheart. And I like you. I ain't got nothing bad to say about you.
Here you go.
I respect your grind, especially how you came up with WAP. You know what I'm saying? The whole 1017 and everything. I respect your rap game, your flow, and everything. But sweetheart, leave them people alone. Leave them people alone. Because we know you was affiliated with them. All that money you was getting, boy, we already know. Once you 50 mil, the magic number. And if it's a lie, a lot of them people out there done told it. 50 mil is the magic number. Ask Cat Williams, he'll tell you.
Yeah, she said your favorite artists have been practicing rituals in a satanic cult where they take babies from other countries and mutilate and kill them as a form of blood sacrifice to their god.
Yeah. First of all, I can correct that. There really is no such thing as a satanic cult.
I mean, of
A
course.
satanic cult, yeah. Because the thing is, even the Satanists, they don't believe in Satan. They just going against what God say.
Yeah.
So she said it's satanic, but when you look at the origin, it's from the same God that everybody
Praising now.
now.
Yeah.
All them rituals, all that stuff came from worship to
Oh shit.
Yahweh or whatever y'all want to, Yahuwah or whatever y'all want to call him. Think about it. Didn't he ask? Doesn't the myth say he asked Abraham to sacrifice his son Isaac?
And was finna do it.
And was finna do it. Y'all better think about that.
They still ain't gonna believe it.
They ain't got to. If they go pick up a book and read it. But just like Charleston White say, if you want to not show a nigga something, put it in a book. They ain't gonna pick no book up no way. If I knew you was coming to rob me, I'd put all my money in a book and put it on the bookshelf. I ain't worried about you going in there, cause them books ain't. Y'all ain't intrigued by them books. So. Secret societies are real, people. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I will say that. I talk about facts as close as I can get them.
Mm-hmm.
But some of that stuff is real. You should know it's real. How does the KKK worship the same God y'all do? That should tell you they're a secret society. They have esoteric backgrounds to Christianity. They have a different way they worship their God. It's the exact same thing across the board. The Freemasons. It's the same shit. It's all esoteric mysticism. I'm going to stop right there before they come knocking on the door.
FBI, open up. What you think about how you feel about ICE?
Them folks just doing their job, man. I think it's more focus on it now because it's Trump and people got agendas and they try to make things worse than what they really are to serve their agenda.
How do you feel about them killing innocent people though? That ain't got nothing
Name
to
one.
do with immigration.
Name one innocent person they done killed.
You was telling me the other day about that nigga they shot.
I thought he was innocent at first, till I went back and a few days later I saw that he was actually assaulting ICE like a week before and was kicking their fucking taillights out of their fucking vehicles.
Oh shit. See, I don't want to tell that part though.
And they got it on video, and then the dumbass is online. Oh, it's AI. That's not real. That's not real footage. They made that footage up. You people on the left are so sick, man.
Don't even start with that salute shit with Elon Musk.
So yeah, I mean, people can get on here and say what you want to about me. Them people doing their job just like y'all go do y'all job every day. And y'all ain't doing them making their job hard. Period. It's simple. If you're not illegal, show them people you ain't illegal. Y'all think all these people they targeting, they ain't gonna pick the wrong people sometimes? Come on. Y'all ain't perfect. If they pick your ass out by accident and your ass just happened to be legal, show them people you legal and they'll leave you the fuck alone. It's no different than, like my son was saying on the episode with the traffic stop.
Take accountability.
Yeah.
You ran that fucking stop sign.
Yeah. If you're legal, prove that you're legal. Yeah, it's fucked up that they may have trolled you or whatever the case. But if you want to be mad about that, then we should really be mad because we went through 400 years of that shit. If anything. And y'all know I don't hold on to that slavery shit. But if anything, black people should be mad. We had to go through 400 years of it. Y'all ain't had but 1 or 2 years of it. And y'all mad?
I seen a post saying that somebody at the Grammys, I think, there was like immigrants built this country. What's your aspect on that?
They did.
Who?
Immigrants built this country. You don't think so?
Which immigrants?
We talking about back our people.
But were we really immigrants though?
What you think we was? As slaves.
Shit, we weren't no goddamn immigrants.
So what's an immigrant to you then? Let me ask you that.
Someone that makes a decision to migrate to another place. We didn't
illegally.
There's legal immigration.
I'm asking for you to put a stamp on that, like
Of course.
illegally.
No, but I'm saying as far as you made a choice. See, we didn't really
I
have a
don't think I
choice.
agree with that, but go ahead.
We didn't have a choice. We was either sold. We was mostly sold by our own people. We didn't have
We
a
know that.
choice. You see what I'm saying? It's not like we said, okay, yeah, we want to go to America. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the part in the sale of the slaves was it didn't have nothing to do with them doing us wrong or nothing like that. Now, when they got over here, that's what they did.
As far as you talking about, like the immigrants doing
Like
fucked
slavery,
up shit.
like slavery and shit. Yeah.
I don't know. This is my aspect of it. If you here illegally, you committed a
No,
crime.
you asked did immigrants build this country? I say yeah, and you said no. Well, the way you was putting it out, you saying no.
Yes and no. Were they the foundation? No. We were the foundation, as in black people.
And
They came after.
and people argue with me because they probably standing on the same thing as you. We was immigrants.
See, you're very
You were not. Once you became a free slave and your ass got on a census, you are no longer an immigrant in my eyes. You was just a number on somebody's plantation.
I don't know. I don't agree with that.
Okay, you ain't got to.
I don't agree with that.
You ain't got to.
Cause I'm thinking about it from the definition of immigrant. That's why.
I know you is, but I already told you that's your reality. That's the way you define it. I'm pretty sure there's a different definition in a different genre somewhere of what an immigrant is. That's one thing I have learned about the things I study is wordplay.
Um,
So to me, you came over here on the Jesus, the slave ship. Didn't know that, did you?
Jesus slave ship.
Yeah, one of the slave ships was named Jesus.
What?
Look it up. You can look it up on camera right now. You should think I'm playing. he laughing because he think I'm playing, bro. Hey, get your phone and look it up.
Oh shit.
I hear that shit all the time, bro. I hear it all the time. Just ask Google, is it true that one of the slave ship was named Jesus, and see what it say. And if it pop up and say it ain't true, boy, it's a whole lot of niggas out here lying. Especially some people that I look up to, some pretty
Is there a slave ship?
well documented black scholars. I ain't gonna put no names out there. Y'all like to steal sources. He laughing because it about to say it is.
That shit true.
Told you. Told you, boy. If I see two of my boys I look up to, they said it's stamped. It's stamped, cuz. I ain't even have to look it up. I seen them two said it.
I don't know. So, what's your definition of an immigrant?
I just told you.
Well, say it again.
If you over in a nation or somewhere else of a land that you don't belong to, and you don't have no type of identity or nothing. You just there. You're an immigrant. So like when them illegals come over here,
I mean,
they ain't got no social security number. You know what I'm saying? None of that. When you was a slave, you didn't have no social security number.
But then if that's the case, then when you go out the country, you're an immigrant then.
Yes. That's why you got a damn passport. And they stamp your passport and you got a amount of time that you can be there. If not, they come to get your ass. You're an immigrant. You don't belong here. You laughing, dog. I'm so for real. I'm so serious, bro.
I don't think that's what an immigrant is, bro.
Okay, all right.
I think an immigrant.
Until that shit happened to you.
I believe an immigrant is someone who volunteers to take their ass somewhere else.
Okay.
We didn't volunteer to be brought over here.
So you think because we didn't volunteer to come over here, we weren't immigrants?
We weren't immigrants.
Okay. So
we were slaves.
Okay, we were slaves. So we didn't have a social security number.
Fuck no.
We didn't belong to anything in the system. You were just a number on a plantation, right?
Yes.
Okay. When you escaped, because I'm pretty sure some people escaped, and they didn't have no way to identify themselves. What were they? They was immigrants. Okay, all right. Well,
they because
it's just like, bro.
It's just like they weren't brought. They didn't
go
there just to go there. You see what I'm saying? It's because they wanted to.
You looking at the ideology of
so that's
voluntary
like me. That's like me pointing a gun in your head and say, "All right, we going to goddamn France."
Okay.
And I keep you there in France at my damn farm.
Yep.
You an immigrant?
Hell yeah. I don't have a social security number from France. I don't have a France ID. I'm not in France's system. I am an immigrant. Regardless if I'm there involuntary or voluntary, I am an immigrant. We just see it different. Now, when the slaves got free and they went and they got social security numbers and they got put on the census and people started tracking them and they started getting equal rights and all that kind of stuff, they were no longer immigrants in my eye. Mm-hmm. And I'm pretty sure people going to get in here and argue with me, but I don't care. This is my mind, and I think the way I think. I don't think like a lot of y'all do, period. As you can see, we disagreeing right now. And that's completely fine. So you think it's somebody that volunteered, you keep kicking the camera.
My bad.
You think it's somebody that just voluntarily picked up and came here on their own and not the people that were involuntary. Think about all the people that are sex trafficked over here.
That's a good example. You would consider them an immigrant?
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Hell yeah, I would.
I consider your ass a damn, what's the word? Victim. You're a victim.
They are victims. They are victims.
Man.
So what's next? So we ain't gonna agree on the immigrant shit.
About these Epstein files, bro.
Here you go with this shit.
You know, you always taught me to question everything. That was my number one question when that shit like came out. Like, how the fuck are people getting this shit?
Man.
And then, is this shit really true?
You don't know.
This is classified information here.
You don't know.
I'm like,
That's why I don't get into that stuff, man.
but Trump said something today and was like, it's blasphemy. It's false. So now he finna sue. So I don't know if it was Photoshop, AI. I don't know.
I guess somebody had an agenda.
I don't know. I know the other day somebody said
I ain't even been in that stuff like
somebody
that.
said Trump went to the island. While he was on the island, he was auctioning the girls and shit. And what he would do was, this might be too much on camera, but
Not really. They show you that shit on.
they said he stuck his finger in one of the girls. You know what? We ain't finna.
Yeah.
We got common sense.
Yeah.
And see how tight they were. It would measure their, you know what, and would sell them. I don't know how true that is. I just know somebody read the shit off of, I don't know where he got it from. He read it somewhere.
Did he show it to you?
No, he just read it.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, I don't know how true it is.
Yeah.
But
You got to get the document yourself.
Trump came out and said that shit was fake. And he's about to sue some people and all kind of shit. I don't know. Like we were saying earlier, y'all better quit fucking with them people, bro.
Yeah, y'all playing a dangerous game.
Stay the fuck away from that. I don't got nothing to do with it. My name Bennett, and I ain't in it. Hell no.
I ain't been into it like that.
Me neither.
I've been talking to Wes, and shout out to Wes too, man. He came through clutch.
What?
I will talk about it off camera.
All right.
But yeah, man.
Shit crazy.
Wes be all into that stuff. All like them.
The politics.
Oh yeah, he all into that like world politics and. Oh man,
If it come across my feed, I'll look at it and then scroll past it. I'll see if you know about it. That's about it. I don't really give a fuck about politics for real.
I don't fuck with it because once I start digging in, I can see the bigger picture. Like I can see where a lot of the agendas and stuff, where they come from, what their purpose is, and I get sick to my stomach. I really do.
What? You gonna wait till that go out, or what we doing?
It don't matter. I don't know what you got more questions or more topics or something. I don't know.
Do you feel like we are born ourselves, or we shape into ourselves?
Like as a human?
What you mean as a human?
Like I'm asking.
What the fuck? I'm saying.
What do you mean? Like you gotta
like you are you, right?
Yeah.
So were you born you, or was you shaped into you?
I was born as me, but as time went along,
It shaped me into me.
my mind and my knowledge and everything is what shaped me to be what I am now.
So my question is, when niggas say, "Oh, I was born gay," can you really be born gay?
Now that I understand it, yes, you can. Cause they trying to tie that shit back to like it being like coded in the DNA and shit now. That's why they fighting so hard, because they could be born a male, but something in their DNA or they makeup is what make them feel like the opposite sex. Man, you gotta go study science, bro.
Can't change DNA, nigga.
That ain't what I said.
That's exactly what the fuck you just said.
No, I didn't. I didn't say nothing about changing DNA.
You said something in their DNA.
Something in their DNA makes them feel that way. Not that the DNA is coded different or anything like that. It's just something in the gene that makes them feel the way they do. And they process their thoughts the way they do. It's no different than somebody having Down syndrome. It's a birth defect. It's just more common now. So yeah, when I used to say that, no, they ain't born like that. But then once I started studying that stuff, man, and start seeing birth defects and how different coding and genes and chromosomes and DNA and RNA and all them fucking like the anatomy and the proteins and the amino acids and how all that stuff like are like the foundations of life. I start seeing a different side of the story. Now, do I agree with a lot of the shit they do? No, but I understand it. But I'm not judgmental. My morals won't let me be judgmental.
So what's your aspect on their narrative and them pushing it on children then? Let's say you got two gay parents in the household, and obviously the child see, okay, I got two fucking moms.
Yep.
Everybody else got
so
a
we
mom
know
and
it's
a
an
dad.
adopted. We know it's an adopted child, right? Unless
Don't necessarily mean that.
Or they went to like a fertility
Yeah.
clinic or something like that. They do that shit still. Okay, so go ahead with the question.
I feel like it's just passed down.
It is.
Because that's their ideology. So now they pass it down to their child.
Which is tradition.
Which is wrong.
It is wrong. I
Because
never said it was right.
You should let your child grow up and make their own decisions.
There you go. Just like that dude who made that comment today. As a matter of fact, he probably thought I was going to say something ugly to him. I wasn't going to say nothing ugly to you. My thing is this. When you jump on the comments with your answer being scripture, and 9 times out of 10, y'all don't even know I'm an atheist, but you jump on there talking, but your scripture don't hold no weight. So that is related a little bit to what my son is saying. Like, it don't hold no weight, period. So why you want to teach your kids that? You should teach your kids to make good decisions. That's what you should be teaching your kids, not forcing them to think that two women made them, because we know scientifically that cannot happen. That's when the problem comes in.
And that's why I say that's when.
But that don't happen a lot. They push their tradition, like you said, on the child, and boom. Now I'm just speaking from being on the outside looking in. I could be wrong. Y'all can jump in the comments and y'all can try to beat me up all y'all want to, but I don't care.
I agree with some points you said. Like, it is. I think it is a consciousness thing, to something in their mind that's processing to make them feel the way they feel. But I also think,
which we know that starts to occur at a young age.
but I also think it had to come from somewhere, or it had to be not say taught, but learned some kind of way.
Not necessarily. Not all the time.
I believe so, because without media and all that, what I'm saying is, before a lot of that community, they were still within reality. They knew what it was.
I don't think so.
I think so, because it's a lot of.
That's because you never been a minority. You call
Right.
yourself an atheist, then you'll get to see why. Think about all the stuff you see on a day-to-day basis, to where you have to keep yourself covered up because you don't want to be discriminated against, so you don't want people to look at you weird. You see what I'm saying? So back then,
That's not what I'm. That's not what I'm saying.
that's the way I interpreted what you're
What
saying.
I'm saying is,
Because you're saying back then it wasn't, they
what I'm
wasn't all
saying
out
is,
with
a
it.
nigga will say they gay but still know they a fucking man. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nowadays, niggas say he gay and he a woman. You like?
I'm just saying, I mean,
So,
that was back then too.
like Matt Walsh, what is a woman?
Mm-hmm.
When he went to Africa with them tribes,
Yeah.
they ain't got no media, no nothing.
But those tribes are traditional.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, I did read up on it. There is some tribes that do same sex, like same gender sex. There is some tribes that do that shit.
I wouldn't doubt it.
What I'm saying is, my aspect is, like I said, reality is reality. Just because,
That's your reality.
no,
And that's fine. That's fine if you want to be stuck in
No.
that.
Okay, like perfect example, right? That tree, it's green to me, but it could be blue to you.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm going to say it's green
but
just because I'm going to say I agree with you.
no, that's not what I'm saying, though.
But somebody else, that bitch might be blue.
Yeah, cause your consciousness is processing that as blue.
Right. But then you going to sit here and argue with them. It's green. It's green. But they really processing it as blue.
But hold
But
on.
reality says it's
Hold
green.
Hold on. That's not what I'm about to say though. My reality could say that's not a plant, but your reality say that is a plant.
Okay.
So what I'm trying to say is,
The same thing that happened with them and them genders.
they
But-
consciousness is processing one thing, but they still know who they are. You see what I'm saying? I'm probably not explaining it well enough.
No, you ain't. So what you saying is, at the end of the day, the man may want to be a woman, but he trapped in he's still a man. He trapped in a man's body.
Like it's a dude that be on podcasts. It's a trans woman. It's a dude. He's trans. He don't like the narrative. He don't like to push his narrative on other people, but he knows he's still a man.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. So
his gender
we
is
might
male.
depict this plant as a different colors, but we know it's still a plant.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
All right.
You get what you get what I'm saying now, or no?
Yeah, but what you saying don't make it reality.
How?
Because I got a homeboy that I was in the military with that will see it as a woman, knowing it's a man, and will still fuck with him.
Fuck no. Your ass tweaking. Your ass tripping, bro.
So I'm just saying.
You ain't for real, are you?
Yes, I'm for real. Because in his reality, gender ain't nothing. It's what you choose to be. I think he pansexual. Am I saying that right? Y'all can check me on that, but I think it's pansexual. So they don't see
So to me, it feels like
gender.
to me, what you're saying is there is no reality at this point. It's no facts.
There's no gender. But the thing
So
is,
a gender's
you
no
trying to
longer a
base your
fact no more.
you trying to base your reality off of a gender, and I'm sitting here telling you scientifically that means nothing. Now that I understand that, it don't mean nothing.
But is it man and woman science though?
Yeah, it is.
So what are you saying? I'm confused.
Don't be laughing at me because you confused, because you stuck in your narrative, because you depict a man as a man that really want to be a woman as a man, and somebody else can look at him as a pansexual and say it's a woman. It's just the way they process their consciousness. It's different than yours. It don't make them no wrong. You no wrong.
But the fact, what is the fact? The fact is that it's a man.
The birth certificate says it's a man. Why you think they fighting so hard?
Science says it's a man.
Science says it's a man.
Okay, there we go. Science works.
But they conscience don't say that. Science don't process reality. Consciousness processes reality.
So then, going back to the question: without consciousness, what would reality be?
Nothing.
I think reality would be reality still. It's still here. It's still truth. It's still, well, not truth. It's fact.
How can you prove it? If you've never seen it, how can you prove it?
That's not true.
But how can you prove? How can you prove what's going on Saturn right now? I'm just asking.
That's like
I'm
asking
hypothetically.
That's like
Because we talking about reality. So regardless if you dare or not,
yeah,
it still happens.
Yes. That's like if you.
So can you tell me what's going on Saturn right now?
That's like if you blind. That's like you blind, right? Prove to me that the sun real, and the moon real.
We can prove that.
But you blind though, you can't see it.
Okay, but I can still prove it to you. I can give you data and calculations in Braille for you to understand that we've done scientific logic and understanding the sun. Just like I can give you a birth certificate that says male. You can't get mad at how people process conscious, bro.
I ain't mad, bro.
You can't get mad at that. Because even as a blind man, once I show you the data and you braille it or however you process it, your consciousness gonna tell you to either go with it or not. That's not what we getting when it comes to gender these days. I just sat here and told you it has been scientifically proven that these people have proven that pretty much they going to bat the motherfuckers say that they was born in the wrong body because of the way they feel. Why you think they fighting so hard?
Okay, that's the consciousness part.
Correct.
Take away the consciousness part. The fact is what?
That's your truth.
No, sir.
That's not their truth.
You're still tying in the consciousness part. Take out the consciousness, dog. Take it out.
Take out the consciousness.
Okay, now on that birth certificate it say man, male.
Okay. So that mean that person has no consciousness. They have to be a male.
Yes. That's what
so
you
what?
are.
So what? No, you're not. You are whatever your consciousness processes you to be.
And I just said
whatever
take out conscious. You're still putting consciousness into it. If you take out consciousness, you're still a male on paper. Right or wrong? He's like...
That's why I didn't want to bring this topic up, because I knew you weren't going to understand it, bro.
I understand.
You cannot take your truth and apply it to something, period.
I'm not
You don't
applying. I'm not applying.
Yes, you are.
Truth,
You're trying to subtract consciousness and say, regardless of how these people depict something and how they look at something, they're going against the way they feel. That's not fair. That's not moral. Period. That's why I'm sitting here not saying anything to you.
So it's not moral because of what?
So
now?
it's not moral because you saying because they're born a male, they should be a male
That's not what I'm saying.
with no consciousness.
That's not what I'm saying.
So what are you saying then? The paper says they're a male, so they're a male.
I don't have a problem with you being gay, trans, whatever.
Yes, you do. You got a big problem with it because you always keep going back to it. You always keep bringing it up.
No, I don't.
Because you don't understand it.
My thing is, just know what it is.
It doesn't have to be what it is by the way you think it is, though. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
So then it goes back to my question again. What is reality without consciousness?
Nothing.
So there's no reality at all.
How can you tell reality if you're not aware of it? We had this conversation a month ago when the thing came up on Facebook.
Okay, if it don't matter if you're aware of it or you're not aware of it. Same difference of if you consciously think you're not a woman or you ain't a woman.
Okay, let's do the experiment.
It's still there.
We gonna do the experiment tomorrow, y'all. I don't know where the camera at. I'm gonna go get a laser pointer, and we gonna pull this same experiment out, and we gonna say, all right, what's the truth to you and what's the truth to me? And I guarantee you, reality is gonna be different for both of us. I guarantee you.
Because of our conscious and it's processing two different truths. But there is some sort of reality flatline to me.
Based on your truth, yes, it is.
Take out my what I believe or what I think or
then how
what
can
you think
then
or
how,
what you
so
believe.
how can you obtain
Or
reality
what you
without
process.
that? You cannot obtain reality without that.
How you can?
It may happen, but you can't you haven't experienced it to obtain it. Just like I just said, what's going on Saturn right now?
So
there's something going on Saturn right now, but I can't experience it. You can't experience it.
So it's like this, right? Earthquake. Let's say it's an earthquake happened and it's split. I don't know.
Make the logic make sense.
The
now.
country in half.
Make the logic make sense. So
Your consciousness gonna say, well, obviously you don't believe in a God, but because somebody else that believes in a God, their consciousness gonna say a God did it.
Okay.
And then somebody else gonna say, shit, I don't know.
A geologist will say the
Science did it, right?
Tectonic plate shifted,
Okay,
which is that's what it
let's
really
say
is.
someone said a God did it. A scientist says the tectonic plates did it.
This is
and
different
then
logic
somebody else
because I
say-
can already tell you
and
how
some-
it's different logic.
Okay, go ahead.
Because the biologist the geologist can provide empirical evidence on the tectonic plates shifting with data and everything, where a person that says God did it can't show no data. It's just based on.
So then that's reality.
It's just faith and belief. But to that person that believes in that God, that's their reality.
But that's what
But we've given them empirical evidence that says this was a 0.007 on the Richter scale. The plate tectonics shifted at this degree, and it was pi times so and so and so and so and so and so. We got all this damn evidence that shows us this, and we put it in front of them. And it's just like me putting the birth certificate in front of you that's got a M on it, and you're like, nope, nope, nope. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. Because in your mind, if you sticking with it, you sticking with it. Oh, it was God.
my thing is
I think that logic is not, it doesn't quite line up to what we talking about. Because you talking about taking away the conscience altogether.
take away the fact of being aware, like you saying.
Correct. So you're.
If you take
what
away
I'm
the fact
saying
that you
is,
being aware, it's still there. That's like before we knew
but you
about
can't-
space in the
so how
universe. It was still here.
but how can you explain it?
What you mean?
Because reality has to be experienced in order to explain it.
Not
That's
really.
that's what reality is to me. You can't explain what's going on. I
So
mean,
you experience.
reality on Saturn right now. It could be a snowstorm there
So
right
you
now.
experience Saturn, but we
No,
know it's there though, right?
we know it's there,
Okay,
but I can't tell you the reality of what's happening on Saturn right now.
you can though. If you use a telescope, you can see what's going on, right?
No, not from a telescope. You can't. Not physically there, in person, to witness the reality of it.
I don't know, man. I think
What I'm telling you is there are different versions of reality.
from consciousness,
There's different dimensions.
from consciousness,
Correct.
reality is still reality. In my definition, y'all. My definition
Okay,
is
that's
reality is
that's his
still
definition.
reality. At the end of the day, consciousness is what depicts the different truths from different people. So you may see it differently than how I may see it, because our brain processes differently. But that still don't take away the facts of the situation.
It takes away a lot of facts of the situation to me. Especially going back to this gender shit, bro. You gonna fight with me all day on that, all however you want to.
Okay.
Because like I said, I thought the same way you thought until I went and understood it.
Okay.
Go study it.
I'm gonna go look into it just for you.
Go
I'm gonna go look into it.
Go look up Javon Bradley,
Who that?
a scientist.
Okay.
Now he is on the left, but he will, from a scientist standpoint, he will break down and help you understand where this stuff come from.
Mm-hmm. What's his name again?
Javon Bradley. It's a black dude. I sent you a thing one day. He was like, why the fuck he got them cat headphones on? And you was clowning him about the cat headphones?
Hell yeah.
The dude is a scientist, bro. Dude smart as fuck. Him, Forrest Valakai will help you understand it. And Matt Dillahunty. I think I said his last name right. From the Atheist Experience. And the Godless Engineer. They'll all help you understand that shit. Just go look up some of their stuff and just look up transgender and understanding genders and all that kind of stuff. They'll break it down to you. And then you'll understand where I'm coming from. That's why they fighting so hard, bro. They really believe they're born in the wrong bodies. But as a conservative, I understand your standpoint. Reality is reality, but that's your reality.
It's not. It has nothing to do with conservativeness, though. It just.
Yeah,
Fact,
it is.
It's fact.
Because that's what most conservatives stand on. They stand on what they feel is reality and what's facts. But then once you start understanding that people's facts and their reality is processed through their consciousness and how they process things is totally different than the way everybody else sees shit. Period. Some people will tell you what you see ain't even real. That's when you start getting into like quantum physics. That shit, boy. I started getting into that. I left that shit alone. Well, I didn't leave it alone. It's just that I wanted to get a better understanding of evolution first.
Mm-hmm.
Because I started finding out that 60% of what is taught in schools about evolution is incorrect. So I went and started studying more and more about evolution and all this kind of stuff.